So as promised, joining me now exclusively are two of the 65 women who signed a letter vouching for Judge Kavanaugh's good character. Maura Fitzgerald, a good friend, dated Kavanaugh for a while in high school. And Maura Kane, who has known him since high school. They dated in college and remain friends. Welcome to both of you. Good to have you here tonight. Maura Fitzgerald, let me start with you. When you heard this account, when you read what this accuser is saying, what went through your mind? What was your reaction?
I was absolutely shocked. I just couldn't believe it. It's just so polar opposite of the Brett Kavanaugh that I've known for over 35 years. I was confused, surprised, shocked, and I still can't believe it.
Maura Kane, what was your reaction?
The very same. I couldn't believe that these allegations had come out when I had been at the hearings for a couple of days, and we just watched woman after woman come forward praising Brett and his respect for women and his professionalism and his kindness towards them. And then this at the last minute came out. I was equally shocked.
Maura Fitzgerald, all of this is, this hearing that's going to happen a week from Monday. This accuser will speak. He will speak. We've all seen this before. It reminds, I think, many of us of the Anita Hill situation. So there's going to be a lot of delicate questions. And one of the questions is going to go to whether or not he was someone who drank heavily in high school and could have potentially blacked out this entire experience. Maura Fitzgerald, is that a possibility?
No, and all of the times, all the years that I've known Brett, even if we had a beer, he was always in complete control. And he was actually one of the guys that if we were at a social gathering, he'd be the guy to look out for other people. He was always in control.
So, Maura Kane, they've already dredged up, things that were written in high school yearbooks. He talks about something about kegs and, some liquor reference. A lot of people write those kind of things in high school yearbooks. But tell me your recollection. Did you ever see him, out of control, drunk, in a situation where he might not have remembered what he was doing?
No, not at all. We did drink beer in high school. Back then, the drinking age in Washington was 18.
You never saw him drink a beer in high school, ever?
No, we did. Yeah, we
did.
You
did?
No, I'm
I thought you
we
said
did
you didn't.
drink beer.
Okay, just to be clear.
No, we drank beer. It was legal, so we did drink beer. But I never saw him out of control, drunk. He always retained his composure. He was a responsible guy. He was someone who did have a beer, but he was never out of control. He never became someone different after drinking.
Maura Fitzgerald, did you know this woman? You both went to the same high school. He went to sort of the brother high school to that, Georgetown Prep. She went to a different high school. Do you know this woman, Christine Blasey Ford?
I do not, and I actually don't even recognize the name.
What about you, Maura Kane? Any recollection at all of ever seeing her at any party?
Yes, I did know who she was. I had seen her at parties. She went to a different school, but I knew who she was, but I did not know her well. We were not friends. I just knew who she was.
All right. And you both dated him. I'm sure he dated several people. Most people do through high school and college. So Maura Fitzgerald, was he ever physically aggressive to you? What was he like as a boyfriend?
No, he was nothing but kind and polite and respectful. I've known him since high school. I dated him briefly in college, and we've remained close friends ever since. I cherish his friendship. He has just been such a stand-up guy, full of integrity. I admire him. He never exhibited to me or anyone else that I know, not with anything, treated no one with disrespect.
Do either of you know the other friend who was supposedly with him that night, Mr. Judge?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you both know him. Do you have any recollection of this party?
No.
No.
I don't know anything about the party.
A party at a pool house, somewhere near the club where everybody used to hang out. No recollection of that night?
No. I'd never heard of anything about that party until this week.
Okay. In terms of the letter that you signed, there's a lot of buzz today about the fact that so far you're the only two who want to step forward and stand by the letter that you wrote. What can you say about that? Let me start with you, Maura Fitzgerald.
That is actually not true. I've seen a lot of that in the media, but of all the girls that I've been in touch with about the letter who have signed the letter, they stand by it. They have been just trying to avoid all the calls from the media, but they do stand by the letter.
Maura Kane?
Yeah, the very same. Everyone stands by the letter. They're just not going out into the media and being so, we've put it out there and everyone's supporting Brett, but following that, no one is retracting their support. They're just avoiding the media frenzy.
Maura Fitzgerald, are you concerned? Obviously we live in this Me Too era, and it can be very difficult for both sides to get a fair hearing in this. Are you concerned that your friend, Judge Kavanaugh, might not get that?
Well, I'm concerned for Brett. I just think this is a travesty. But, in all the years that I've known him, like I said, over 35 years, he has been nothing but honest and trustworthy and respectful. And I know he'll continue to be that way.
Maura Kane, final word?
I mean, I'm concerned that this is even happening at this stage in his hearing after, he went through so much. But he is smart and he's telling the truth, and I think in the end it'll be all right.
Thank you very much. Maura Kane, Maura Fitzgerald. We know he likes women named Maura. This much we know. That we've established here beyond a doubt. Thank you so much. Good to see you both tonight. Thank you.